Good morning and welcome to another episode of My Lanna Home. In today's video we are going rose apple picking because it is currently the time of year where all the rose apples are starting to fall. I'll also be running through the house developments and what we have done over the last month, and honestly it's been a lot of progress. We've been working on our koi carp pond underneath the house, and then we've also bought sample tiles of what it's going to look like in terms of sealing the pond. So I'll show you what we chose later on. But for now we're going to go out into the garden and I'll show you all the fruits that are ready to pick. So I hope you enjoy this morning's little episode and I'll take you throughout my day. There's some up here. Look at these ones. Oy. Yeah, there are some here that aren't ready to be picked because they're still kind of green. These ones here aren't ready to be picked yet, so we will leave them as they are until they become a bit more pinky orange like these ones. These are perfect. Can you see how easy they just come off the tree? So this is what we've got so far. We got a lot of rose apples in here. Today we are going to be picking some mangoes. There's about 10 which are ready to be clipped, and I have my secateurs here which I'll be using to cut them off with. What I've noticed as well in the north of Thailand is that the Thai people like to eat their mangoes nice and green with this spicy dipping fish sauce. Preferably I like my mangoes more ripe, and because I grew up in the south in Phuket, we tend to eat them when they're bright yellow and very soft, so I like them super sweet, but obviously it's just down to preference. We do have different types and species of mango here, so I'll show you what we got. So this is the first mango. As you can see, this one's ready to be picked off as it's got a lot of purple coming around it, so I'll take that off in a second. And this one as well. Generally when they're hanging quite low, that means they're ready to be picked. That's a big mango. It's like the size, it's bigger than my hand. So this is the first mango that I've taken off. Oh, It is starting to drip. I might not put that straight in my bag. But the colors on this one, so pretty. I'll take one of the other ones off as well. There we go. So we've got 2 ripe mangoes ready to eat, which are also dripping. Look how pretty these ones are. We got one here, and this one over here is pretty big as well. Perf. There was one more, which I was gonna cut. Was it this one? It is actually so hot today. Yesterday it got to about 35 degrees, which is insanely hot. At the moment it's about 11 a.m. so it's still quite bearable, but I wanted to get this over and done with quite early because after it reaches like 1 p.m. it honestly becomes like insufferable. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with at the moment, but at least I got some nice mangoes. Right, there were 2 more. This one here, something's had a go at it. Some kind of animal or insect. So good to just take that off. I'm not sure about these ones. I'm not quite ready. I think I'm actually under a beehive right now, so I'm gonna move all my mangoes from here, go somewhere else. So I am standing where the future koi carp pond will be, and over the last few months we've been working very hard to be digging out all of this soil. It took about 3 weeks, and recently they have cemented all the flooring and they're now working on the walls with breeze blocks, and they'll eventually coat it in cement so it's all nice and smooth in preparation for these tiles that we have recently purchased. They're kind of like a black with a marble effect of silver, and we're actually waiting for a truck to come down with a whole load of boxes full of these tiles, and from about next week they will start putting these tiles along the entire pond. And I think it's going to look amazing because when these hit the sunlight they really glimmer, so I can't even imagine what they're going to look like once this whole place is filled with water. So these tiles are literally gonna go to the top and surround the whole entire floor with it. So I'm super excited to see how they're gonna turn out, and I'll show you when the rest of the tiles come with the delivery. So this is what we got. I can't wait to see what it's gonna look like. So what's happening now is that we got a lorry with a crane attached to the back of it, and they're helping us put all the new palms that we recently bought into the ground because they're super heavy. They're about 300 kilos each, and we bought 10 palms which are all about 10 years old, and they've been at the ground for about 3 days now, so it is quite important that we get it in the ground quite quickly and get them watered because a few of them have been damaged through transport. So we've gotten the whole team together today, and they're all working very hard to try and put these palms in the ground. The first half of the day they were digging the holes which the palms were going to go into, and now the truck has just arrived and they're all putting it into the ground now. That is it for today's episode, and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you guys want to know or see anything else to do with the land or the house developments, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try my best to film it and explain it to you guys as best as I can. But in the next episode, I hope to show you guys the finished pool with all the tiles laid down properly, and I think it's going to look so amazing. I'm really excited to see how it's going to turn out. And we have a few more plans as well, including a bathroom, which I wasn't actually able to show you guys this time, but hopefully we make a start on that so I can start showing you guys what we have planned for that. And thank you again. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.